Hey, oh my goodness. Hey, Melissa is. Hey!
I have done you the do.
Oh my god, the doo has been done.
Done the do.
Give it to me. Would you invite a man to a date?
No, what?
No, Lalamika content kiwa kwa simu.
No, Lalamika, imagine. Hello Littlesilver family, how are you doing? It's me again with another video, and in this video I'm going to be tagging, I'm going to be collaborating. Going to be collaborating with two YouTubers who are also my friends. Oh, I forgot the earrings. I'm going to be having Suzy on my channel today, and Fashion Florence, who does fashion videos. So we are going to be doing the dating scene, how it is for dating for people with our color, women of color, dating in Dubai. How is it like? And this is entirely our own opinions and experiences. We beg to differ with anyone, so it's fine if you have different experiences. It's what we have experienced, and we welcome criticism, positive or negative. It's all welcome in this channel, and I hope you're going to enjoy it. Subscribe and share to your friends. So Suzy, you're welcome.
Yes.
This is so Suzy.
Hi, so Suzy.
A good friend from Tanzania. So this is East Africa actually.
Samia.
The Fashion Florence.
Hi guys.
This is the team. So we are going to have Suzy asking us most of the questions. She's literally the director today.
Yes. So I will be asking questions that are going to be related to the dating scene in Dubai as an African woman, as a woman of color, and basically we'll be sharing our experiences. These beautiful people will be sharing their experiences. So I will start now. When you go to Google and Google about dating in Dubai, one of the most common questions that people ask is regarding dating sites and dating apps. Now, I want to get some experiences from you beautiful ladies about dating apps in Dubai.
So the most common dating app, well, in the world, not in Dubai, it's Tinder. That is the one that I've exclusively and mostly used in my whole stay in Dubai now. So the other apps are still there, but most of them are blocked. As you know, the UAE regulations does not allow certain applications to run in the country. There are strict rules because you know this is an Islamic country, even though it's a little open-minded or metropolitan. Most of the apps are not allowed. Like, for example, I used to use I don't even remember, so many apps. My phone had so many apps when I was coming from my country.
For introductions.
For introductions, a lot, but those don't work here. When I came here, I couldn't open them. So I've used Tinder so far.
Personally, I have used Tinder for the first time actually in 2019. So I've been out of the dating scenes 3 years ago. I intentionally decided to get out of the dating scene and just take time, you know, to work on myself. But around 2019, I tried, came back, and I was on Tinder, you know, of course, talking stage, just talking and dumping, talking and dumping. So to be honest, I haven't had the best experience on Tinder, but I know that people have had great experiences. So I really think it's a place where when you go in, you really have to fish well. Like, you really know how to fish. You must know how to fish. It's like ukienda kununua mtumba, unajua vile unachagua.
Nachagua kwa chini.
Hivi unaenda chini, unazikani hivi ndio unaanza kuchagua because
kuna mingi irrelevant.
Kuna watu wengi irrelevant. Na sijui kama niko allowed kusema hivi, like watu wetu wa Afrika, sitataja nchi because
Usitaje.
Waafrika wenzetu wanaenda huko wanajifanya kama wazungu because wana assume sisi wasichana wako Kiafrika tunaendaga huko kutafuta wazungu, but I don't see why that is a problem also, because si mtu anaingia kwa app kutafuta yule the person you want to date, so I don't see why nikienda kutafuta mzungu huko ni shida. So wanajifanya kama hao ni wazungu, so unaanza kuongea na mtu. Personally hiyo time nilikuwa natafuta mtu mweusi, so nikiona profile nyeusi na hit, kumbe na hit profile na mtu anajifanya ni white. Okay, so I hit a few white profiles because walikuwa wanatoka ile inchi nilikuwa nimeishi at that time. So nikasema wacha ni hit watu ni connect now. Nikihit ni mtu mweusi, which was still okay. So I'm just like, okay, yes, imani mtu mweusi. But the fact is amedanganya from the word go. So ukiform relationship na mtu kama huyo, already they have lied from the word go. What else can they lie about? So hiyo ndio general experience yangu ya Tinder. Nilikuwa na watu wawili wamebehave hivyo. I went on a single date. It wasn't bad, but sio mtu ningeona nikiendelea kudate, so obviously nilimghost. Kwa hivyo alafu my favorite app imekuwa Plenty of Fish, so I enjoy Plenty of Fish. Sadly iko blocked hapa, like Mel has said. The regulations in this country do not allow some of those apps to operate here, so there's really nothing much you can do about it, because even having a VPN can be risky at times. They have VPNs that are kind of allowed,
for business settings stuff.
Yeah, but it's mainly for business stuff. So again, these things cost money, they cost you jail time and things like that, so you want to be careful. So but in general, the dating scene is not too bad. I'll say it's not too bad.
It's okay. It's fine. So honestly, I'll just point something Florence has said. The moment you create a wrong impression, it's a turn off. Yeah. Whether you're yourself using your image, because we are human beings. The first thing we'll judge is a visual impression of you. Yeah. If you have used someone's picture, then we'll just imagine so many things behind you using other people's images. Even if you are a black person, you're using another black person's pictures, it's wrong. Yeah. A white person using another white person's pictures, it's wrong. Just use your pictures. Yeah. Some people would be like, oh, it's for privacy, blah blah blah. I don't think you should really care about your personal life and your professional life. The fact that you have allowed yourself to have a profile in Tinder, you should take all the risks. Don't say, oh, it's because I am a big person or the company, blah blah blah. So many excuses to give. There's no excuse to give.
Be yourself. Okay, so I have a question. Imagine I am just new in Dubai and I'm looking for a man. What are some of the tips you guys can give me in creating my profile picture for Tinder? Like what sort of picture I should put out there? Do I go with a suit? Do I go with a bikini? Like I want to know what, especially fashion Florence, because the girl is fashion, and Melissa because she's an expert. She's the dating expert.
A dating expert.
Oh my god. Okay.
What would you say? Personally, I would say like a very simple image of yourself. So I would do less makeup, less like editing and anything to do with that. So just like yourself, like the way somebody will see you in person. And I would actually show a photo of me being in an environment that I would always be in. Say for instance, I love cafes. So just a picture, random picture of me sitting at a cafe, that would do.
Yeah.
So again, I do not want to, like, you know, it's neither here or there, honestly. I think it's how you feel, you know, like it will not stop you from meeting the person you want to meet. I would say that. Because I would say that. I don't know.
That's right, because some people would be with you through thick and thin, regardless on how you dress.
Yeah.
Because you might meet a person, maybe you had bikini pictures,
Yeah.
but then you create a good relationship.
Yeah.
But regardless, I have always had decent pictures. Because, for example, Tinder is crazy. It's super crazy. So the way you represent yourself on a social profile determines the people you meet. So, and the impressions they're going to have of you, or what they are thinking to do with you. Like, do I want to have this person? Like, you should present yourself, if you are looking for a relationship, like when someone looks at your profile, they're like, yeah, this person is someone I would want to start a relationship with. So fun fact, I have never had bikini pictures. I have never had short dress pictures like the outing ones. So on it down on the profile, but when I'm coming on the date, it's
coming in hot.
It's makeup.
Coming in hot.
It's makeup, heels, and I'm dressed for the occasion. So
Yes, about
that
to
is
kill
what I
you.
would say.
Yeah.
That's some good tips. Okay, I know both of you have dated people from other nationalities, other races. I want to know what's that like to date other nationalities? What's your experiences here in Dubai or anywhere? I know you've lived everywhere basically.
Dating people from different backgrounds in Dubai, it's not easy. Don't have expectations, lady, okay? So people have come from different cultures, and most of the population that we have here in UAE is Asian culture. In Asian culture, people are more restricted, they are more enclosed, they are not possibly allowed to mingle, but you meet people who have they have lived somewhere else, like in Europe, and they are open-minded, their families don't actually mind. But it's also a bit tricky because previously it was actually illegal. You cannot, like the way you can live girlfriend and boyfriend in Europe or in Africa, it was not actually allowed here. You are only allowed to live together if you're married and you have certificates to show that. So I would say it's a bit tricky because you find yourself in situations whereby you are restricted to the places you go with the person, which I find it's not satisfying to me. If I'm dating you and maybe we can't go to maybe a cafe, or I cannot come to visit you whenever I like, or I have maybe to hide when I'm coming to your house, that is not a healthy relationship. That means it's not transparent, and regardless of the culture, if you plan to date someone who is not of your culture, you accept the risks. So that is my experience being here and dating other culturally brought up people.
Yeah, so for me, I think it's the same feeling, and I think this is why probably the reason I was ghosting a lot of people on Tinder, because first of all, when we are talking and then you say, let's go on a date, and then you're inviting me to your place, I'm so confused because why your place? There are restaurants, so many of them, like I don't know, it's not even a money issue because as we know, eating out in this country is not the most expensive thing. So
You heard
it's
it here,
pretty affordable. Like, honestly, it's pretty affordable. If you've been to Europe or other countries, you know eating out is so expensive. Not in Dubai. It's pretty affordable. So I don't understand why a lot of men invite you to their homes. That's something I will never understand. For me, being a woman, I do not want to come to your place on a first date because I want to protect myself, you know, unless of course I'm coming to your home with an agenda, obviously. Then I am coming, but in this case, I want to date you first. So why are we going to your place? I want us to go somewhere and do something fun. I mean, even go to a restaurant, talk, have a discussion first, and then we agree next time we do other things. Like, coming to your place is not the priority, and I found that was a common factor among all these cultural people. Like, it's just every one of them, yo, can you come, it's Thursday, can you come to my place? Then I'll be like, what are we doing at your place? Then they'll be like, I'll get a few drinks. Then I'm like, I don't drink alcohol. Then they're lost. So I'm thinking, okay, assuming that I agree to come to your place, then what are we doing? What are we talking about? Because I'm saying I don't drink alcohol so that I see what's behind that. Because it's the alcohol that is giving you power, so that after drinking alcohol, then what? So that for me has been a challenge. But in general, dating outside my culture, I don't think is a challenge. It's just person to person, to be honest. It's really person to person, and not so much about, I know it's about the culture as well, but the culture that I have dated, I haven't faced any cultural issues. So it's always like, you know, it didn't just work out. So, yeah.
Do you guys miss dating back home? And if you do, what do you miss about it?
I actually do, and I know probably a lot of Kenyans will not agree with me because the things I've been seeing on the internet, the mess. But honestly, dating at home, I think it's just, well, I must say it used to be, because I have not lived in Kenya in a very, very long time. So I must say it used to be really like easy and sort of just go with the flow. Like, there were not so many conditions attached to dating. You just go out, you know, to a bar, restaurant, disco, you meet someone and you exchange numbers, and, you know, you just build a relationship from there. And I think a lot of my dates are actually met that way, honestly. But now I hear that it's a thing that, oh, you cannot meet somebody in a bar, which is kind of strange to me, because, like, think about, I am the person going to that bar, so what is wrong with the bar? So I don't know. So, but I would say it was quite enjoyable. I really enjoyed dating back at home, because then the culture is kind of insignificant, because you're mostly from, I don't know.
Similar.
Yeah, you're very similar, although we are diverse, particularly in Kenya, we are from different tribes. But still, you just get along. So long as somebody's Kenyan, you just find a way. Even if you're from different tribes, you just kind of get along. So for me, it was never like hard. I don't know about Mel.
I'm looking at you.
Personally, I don't miss dating from home, because basically, even when I was back at home, I was doing long distance relationships. So like 75% of my dating life has been long distance, and I didn't date from home. Maybe we'll do this in another video, like challenges with the long distance and stuff. What I miss being at home is, like, it's easy. I felt more free to be at home. For example, even when I wasn't dating and I was going on dates, I felt more free to express myself, and like because I know my environment. So it depends with the environment. At home, you feel you know your environment better. For example, if maybe you went on a date, it happens that people ghost each other. They don't appear on a date, but so you just know your way home. But if you are in somewhere and maybe you are a new person and someone ghosts you, you don't know your way around, it's quite difficult. But always ensure to have taxi money, know where you're going.
Yes.
You can Google the place beforehand, you know your surrounding, like how you can always get home, so that if the date goes east, west or south, you can always go back to your comfort zone. Or if someone becomes disrespectful to you, you can just leave. You have the freedom.
A very good tip. Yeah.
I think something else that we must like talk about is the whole work-life balance. The culture that's in here. Like, I have noticed people in this country work really long hours and crazy schedules as well, because the city doesn't sleep. So like everyone you meet has some sort of crazy schedule. Either they work like crazy hours or crazy days. So when how difficult has that been in your dating life, that scenario?
It has affected me in a way, not in a bad way, but I understand. Stay for 3 days without replying, because when I get super busy, I need my rest, I need to concentrate on work. But then I'll take a long time, like scheduling to meet. So I always tell the person I meet that it's only for the few who are patient that you are able to meet me, because the schedules they differ. Some people work from morning to evening, which is they have a fixed schedule, but other people like me, we work in the morning, we work from midday, and most of finishing times in the midnight when people are asleep. So you cannot fix a date at that time, because you also need to be safe. These are first dates, and wherever you are, even if right now I know the place is around, it's still at night. I mean, there's less activities compared to during the day. So it's tricky, and this also affects you when you're in a relationship, because you don't have time for each other unless you live together, which is also very difficult, because your jobs require you maybe to be in different Emirati states. And you cannot live together, so you can go even for 2 weeks without seeing each other. And if your love language is quality time, forget it. Forget it.
Yeah. To understand, like, every time I talk to somebody, they're always complaining about the schedule. You know, I'm working late, I finish work at this time, can we meet at this time, blah blah blah. In spite of this constraints, we still have to like find time, because think about it this way: you will be at that job for, I don't know, the next 5, 6, 7, 10 years, and if you're single now and you're looking to date, right?
Yes.
Right. Then you should be dating in spite of the
Get started.
And I think, Mel, you're doing amazing, because the fact that in spite of your schedule you can still go out and meet people, it's so nice. Right. Yeah, it's so nice.
I'm quite a random person.
Yeah.
I'm that one person who has 100% energy.
Yeah.
Positive, and I can go on a date at 2 a.m. Even some people are like, what can we do? I'm like, we have cafes open 24 hours. We can grab coffee, and they're like, you will drink coffee at 2 a.m. I'm like, why not?
So you just have to be committed, because she's committed to dating and finding that person, and I think it takes a lot. And that's the kind of effort it takes. So she's determined. She's saying, in spite of everything else that is happening around me, this is my life. I need to date someone, and I need to find them, so I'm gonna go on these dates in spite of everything. And that's the same commitment we're asking the gentleman to do. We're asking the gentleman also to realize that in spite of how busy I'm working, you know, I can also go out of my way to meet somebody.
show commitment and we appreciate commitment.
Exactly.
Like, if someone makes themselves available to meet 2 a.m., I'm actually amazed. I'm
exactly.
Like, wow,
that
so
is special.
That is effort.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 a.m. dates, 3 a.m. We are dating nevertheless.
Yeah, we are dating, honestly.
So what are some top 3? Each one of you give me top 3 locations for a first date.
Ooh, top 3.
Top 3. I go on dinner.
Okay.
I love the beach, and not at night. Not at night.
Okay. What's the one unaogopa watu majini yanakuchukua? Majini ya usiku.
I don't like to go on the beach at night unless I am with my girlfriends. These days I can swim, you know.
Oh,
at night.
At night?
Yeah, I conquered my fear. Now I can
that
swim
is a
at
video,
night.
another one because
Wow, that's so nice.
So my best locations, the beach. If it's during the day, coffee places mostly, and dinner. Like once in a while we go on a dinner.
I think I would say the same. Personally, is coffee. I love the beach too. Again, probably early in the mornings or sunset. Another thing is probably something adventurous, like climbing something somewhere outside. I do like adventure because when you go on dates on adventures tend to be tough and they tend to be testing. So if you want to test someone, then take them out on an adventure because your anger, your emotions, your patience, all those things
will be
they
tested.
get tested.
Yeah.
So I like going on adventures, something you do outside that involves effort, so that you can all be tested.
Majaribu.
Majaribu. Ndio ujue kama mtu huwa anakasirika ovyo ovyo. Because squeezy kuna watu.
You can always tell by even sometimes someone can pick you up. You're going somewhere and maybe they get hungry, hooting at
road,
someone. Then you're like, ooh, I don't want to be with this person. No.
By the way, guys, road rage is a sign.
Yeah.
Road rage is a sign of anger. So, whenever you see someone new road raging, watch them. Because that's always a sign that, hey, hapa kuna issue. So, lazima ujichunge.
And another tip, I have observed in UAE that when someone invites you for a date, ask questions. I'm always the most blunt person. I mean blunt, I want to find information. You're inviting me to your house. What are we coming to do? What are your expectations? I always tell someone that I want to know your expectations. Maybe I'll not meet your expectations. So just define your standing beforehand. If someone invites you for a drive, and especially guys for a drive in Dubai, most of the drives are not genuine drives. I'm not saying someone is going to crash you or something. People expect you because some of the people you meet, they are not genuinely looking for a relationship, but they will camouflage that they are looking for a relationship. So they'll ask you, oh, can we do a drive? And because I am so inquisitive, I'm like, why are we driving? Where are we driving to? And then at some point they'll come clean, oh, I'm expecting this, and then I'm like, I cannot go on that drive. So that is a reality in Dubai. People invite you for a drive, but it's not a drive. They expect you to do other things.
You're gonna be delivering.
Yeah, I will say this, and I'm not. Yeah, I'm not ashamed to say it because as a woman of color, we have people who are in another profession. I'm not judging, and I respect all kinds of professions. So anyone, for example, if you mingle with other cultures, they'll maybe expect you are someone who is on that profession and you're trying to make a living. So they'll invite you for a drive blindly wanting you to agree, and then they ask you to do stuff on the car. So ask first before you go on
Ask
any
questions.
device.
Ask questions
That's
before you go anywhere, right?
Yeah, that's actually a good tip, because like she's saying, the assumption is always that, okay, you're part of that community,
Yeah.
you do that, so it's okay to take you on a drive, and then you will
You
be able
deliver,
to deliver.
a service.
But
so-
the thing is, the people that do the job actually charge you.
Yeah.
So they are charged money.
Yeah, they give it. Some give you a rate. Even they,
Yeah,
even some people
They
don't
give you
even
rate
say
before
hi.
even they
how are
get
you
into that
doing?
car. So girls, you need to be aware of this, because
Yeah.
the people doing that profession, they know,
Yeah.
like they are, it's a job. So before somebody enters that car, there's a red card.
Yeah.
They will not just step on that car. There's a red card. So now what these other people do, they take advantage of the innocent people who are not part of that community. It's just an assumption that you look like this, therefore
Yeah,
you're
part
this.
of this. It's just,
You know, it makes me so mad.
Yeah.
Like the assumption. It
Yeah.
makes me so mad.
Yeah, it's so
I think it's the
crazy.
reason some people like tend to stay away from dating apps.
Yeah.
But you know what? The show must go on, people.
we must date.
We must find the Japanese
regardless.
Anyway, so you guys, you mentioned where you'd go on first dates, where you would not go, which questions you would ask. Now for the big question. When is the right time to go to his house? When is the right time to do the dating?
What?
The big question tonight. Personally, going to your house, it depends with a lot of factors. First, the vibe. I might meet you on the first date and decide, you know what, I'm comfortable with this person and I don't feel they might be harmless or they have bad intentions. Some people give you the assurance that I'm not a bad person, I'll not do anything that you don't approve, and let's have mutual agreement. So for me, I don't have a timeline. I can meet you today, go to your house, or meet you, never go to your house. Doing the do is the same thing. Like if we vibe, we vibe. I go with the flow. I'm not a virgin.
Go with the flow.
Too much information.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's yeah, like Mel says, it's a vibe. It's a matter of vibe. I think like when you're dating, it's just a matter of you meet someone and you just click.
Yeah.
You just feel that the vibe is right. And I think a lot of times we don't intuitively tune to that vibe. And when you miss that vibe, you know it's wrong. You know, sometimes you go with somebody out and then you just, in your mind, you already know that I shouldn't be doing this, but you're doing it. Then it is confirmed. So I think it's a vibe thing. You just know that this person is okay. I am gonna go on a date and I don't mind if it's the first date. Personally, I would not go to someone's house on a first date. No, nothing attached to it. It's just really a personal thing. I'd prefer we go outside because I mean, for me, first date is we've had a good vibe on the phone. Now let's have a good vibe person to person, and then now after that, probably I would consider coming to your place. But again, it's just like how you vibe, how the energies are during this time. Imagine you can read someone's energy on phone from just a text, from just texting.
Yeah, text, even without audio text.
Yeah, just from just texting, you will just know that this person is probably a no.
Yeah.
So so it's just the vibe. I don't think there's really a timeline for doing the do. Doing the do is a vibe.
And if you vibe,
do the do. Don't vibe.
Don't
you
do
skip
the
the
do.
do. And life continues. You just have to be in charge. Take charge. That's
Exactly.
it.
And from what I'm hearing is there must be a lot of editing when it comes to dating in this place. Like trust your gut.
Yeah.
Trust your gut.
Personally, I am not expect the man to pay the bill. His date, he's invited me, he's paying the bill.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Would you invite a man to a date?
No.
Why?
No. First of all, tuseme tu kweli, mimi sitaki kuchukua role ya mwanaume. I think sometimes hii independence tumeisukuma sana.
You have taken it too far.
Tumeichukua too far, honestly.
I cannot invite you on a date unless I'm just inviting you for a walk and just because I needed company for the walk.
Yeah.
I'm not inviting you on a long date.
Isn't like couldn't it be like a walking date then?
No.
No. So if you invite him, it's not a date.
No, it's not.
Well, like if you're already in a relationship, that's different. If you're already
this is dating.
No.
Relationship is a whole another.
Personally, no, do you? But personally, no, because this is why unapata, seriously guys, this is why unapata wanaume sasa wako confused kwa nyumba because you're used to taking charge.
Yeah.
Why are you taking charge?
Slow down.
Slow down.
Girls,
You are the queen.
Opinions out, jamani.
You are the queen. What queen? Umeona ile queen wa England?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that woman? Do you see the power that woman has? Whenever she speaks, do you see what happens?
What happens?
The world shakes.
Mm-hmm.
The queen controls my country from England.
Yeah.
Woman.
She does.
Yeah.
Kwa hiyo na hiyo queen energy.
So we
Let's
want
have this queen energy. Tuache hii competition at you.
Ati nisipolipa bili ya stima blah blah
No.
blah. He's the head. You're just a neck. They say in the Bible. Walisema kwa Bible mimi ni neck. So mimi na chill.
Obviously mimi nakuwa na opinion nyingine on that, but I truly like respect and understand from perspective. Nini sasa hii si ni interview yenu?
Like Japanese.
Ideal man ikoje? Your ideal man, the one that you want to attract, date, build a relationship, have 8 kids. Oh no. 8 kids.
Wow.
So personally, for me, my ideal man size in Japanese, honestly. Tunachagua.
No, you are not limited, and
I am not limited, but I'm limited. Come on. Guys, I'm not limited, honestly. But
Ambassador wa Japan ni nani?
Unafanya Japanese embassy.
Wakose kwa nini? Wako ngi na msukosuko.
Wako wapi?
Hata sijui.
Mimi take charge nianze kwenda huko like hivi tu nikitafuta.
Okay. Sawa, pesa ako sawa. Hapa ako sawa. Hapa I mean mentally, he's well. Like he's a provider. Provision is a key thing for me. I have enjoyed relationships where men provided, and just going back on earlier what we were talking about, I don't mind going out and finding a job and working a job. I don't mind those things. I don't mind paying some bills in the house, but I expect a man who is a leader. I want somebody who is leading and playing his leadership role to the T, so that there's that balance of leadership and nurturing in the home, because these two energies, when you bring them together,
Beautiful.
it's very beautiful to see. And I think this is what we are lacking in this current environment. I think sometimes we push the bar too much, but I also understand where that is coming from, because we have been pushed down as women a lot previously, so that we have tried to pull ourselves from the ground up. And so I feel like sometimes we always lose that balance. So again, not to say don't lose that balance. It's important for you to have a career. It's important for you to be doing something with yourself, but it's important for you to go back at home and let the man lead. Like when you look at these women who are in senior, just look at the women in senior leadership positions. Look at them and look at their husbands. You will know what I'm talking about. Whenever these women go back home, the role has shifted. She's not a leader at home. She's a leader in the public, but whenever they go back home, the man is leading the home. And this is why you see them like surviving those relationships. So there's no hakuna vita ya kugongana vichwa kwa nyumba. When she gets back, whether they're the president, I think the president of, was it Angola, whatever that African country is, she used to be the prime minister. It's so beautiful to see. So yeah, I'm talking too much.
My ideal man.
Because I am tired of taking care of myself.
Mental stability. Please. I have had my own package. I am taking time to heal. Take your time also, heal, and
Meet me halfway.
meet me, no, not halfway. Meet me when you are like
Completely healed.
completely healed. I'm not ready to be lured by your pity party. You're seeking empathy. I'm not getting to a relationship with someone who needs to be pitied. Like, I went through this when I was kid. So what? We all went through stuff when we were kids. I mean, with your mental baggage, this is the things you will transfer to your generation, to your kids, if we have kids. And the other thing is, get the bags, because I am tired. I have been independent. I mean, what I can pay my bills
for
These
19
women
years.
work like, I don't know, 14 hours a day, and they're here saying
24
they're
hours.
tired.
No, I work
This
for
girl
24
works
hours.
so hard, and now she's tired.
The reason I'm tired, so I don't want to work no more. So when actually my ideal partner, I am ready to be a housewife. I don't want to work. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I can buy myself coffee now. I can take myself on a dinner. Enough of this independence now. It's you. It's your turn. I give
your
up.
turn,
It's
sir.
your
Where
turn.
are
So
you?
that's my man. I
Show
want
up.
you to
Show up.
lead, provide. And I saw her saying, no matter how independent I am, I need someone to protect me, to lead me, and to provide for me. Most importantly, to provide for me. And providing for me, also you're providing for your family. If you ever have kids, you're also providing for your kids. So the 50-50 thing, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I just want to relax now and enjoy life. I mean,
Have you seen that video where they interview people and ask them what do you do for a living? And this woman always say, I'm married, I'm a wife.
I'm a wife. Yeah, I want to do a wife for a living. Going for it.
Okay, guys, I think we need to wrap up, but I'm gonna ask, what is the craziest excuse that you give someone for not going with on a relationship with them?
Not being
Like not starting a relationship. You have dated a couple of days and then you're like, he's like, let's start a relationship, and what's the excuse, like the craziest you have given?
I've always told people I'm complicated. I'm complicated. I'm too much. That's it.
Do you think you're too much?
No.
Ila umesema tu ndo wakuondoke ama?
Yeah, I just tell you I'm complicated, and
Yeah.
I just don't think you'll take it. Yeah. So if you're a man, of course you'll be scared if a woman says they're complicated, and you already know women are complicated. So,
Naturally. Complex
so you
creatures.
will okay, fine. So, yeah, that's the greatest. I'm complicated. I'm not. Okay. my ideal men out there, I'm not complicated, okay? But if I tell you I'm complicated, please, I'm complicated.
Just know I'm complicated.
You remind me of that. If you know me in real life and you see me in social media, please mind your business.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm too honest. That's the problem. And I think being too honest sometimes is so bad because you're hurting people.
It's okay, they'll check. If they die, they die.
If they die,
I've told people you're not fit for me. Yeah, I don't think you have enough money to support me. I've said that.
oh,
I think
yeah.
it's so mean, but it's so true. Like, you know, if you're complaining about a coffee date, listen, I enjoy going to coffee a lot.
Yeah.
So if you're already
So it means
complaining
they will
about,
not take you for
yeah,
coffee most of the time.
exactly, and that's the most, like, coffee is life, guys. So coffee is so important to me. So if you cannot afford to take me on coffee, then you can't afford me. Like, you know what I mean? And just going
Just coffee.
Yeah.
Can you just coffee? This is funny. Just
we haven't talked
coffee.
about shopping yet.
And
Which
haven't
is
even to fashion, huh?
Zara and going to H&M and going on yacht or yacht or whatever. What's the word? How do you pronounce it?
I gave up long time ago.
Yacht.
You need
Whatever.
to ask your subscribers to tell us how to pronounce it.
Oh,
How do you
yeah.
pronounce that word there?
That
The
big
word.
bot, you know? That big bot.
That
How do you
fancy.
call it? I want an audio, not the spelling.
It's a
Yeah.
audio. Anyways, yeah.
I will link our Instagram so you can reach us, and
Yeah.
it has been interesting interacting with you guys, and it's a wrap. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions on other things we can talk about in relation to the United Arab Emirates, that's where we are situated at the moment, feel free and you're welcome.
Bye. Thumbnail.